Hello, we're here live. That boy Bent, episode 32. I'm your host, John Mantis. To the bottom of me, the big dog, the Siberian Husky. We got Colin. This episode is brought to you by Black Canyon Tickets, their official present sponsor. If you need some tickets from events in the Colorado area, or really any area in the U.S., hit up Black Canyon Tickets. We're joined by our first gambling expert, gambling man on this show. You may know him from the FanDuel commercial days on here and there. You may know him from the gambling player community. We got Paranormal Bass.
Jesus, bass.
Dude, come
Yeah,
on.
was a rapper named Bass with J. Cole. He's BASS, he's bass guitar, Paranormal Bass. AKA Jerry. We got Jerry in the house. Jerry's
What an entrance.
dude. I have an online general studies degree. It never works out well in the intros.
Jerry, this is why he does content because, doesn't have a lot of
He just keeps pumping. Win or lose, he just keeps pumping. He keeps going, and that's what you got to love about him.
We got a lot about gambling guys too. Win or lose, you keep betting, keep pumping.
Yeah.
He pumps some things, all right.
Jerry here is notable, very famous for a big single game parlay he won. And you bet $100 and won 46 grand.
It was an Eagles Giants same game parlay. At that time, I started to already gain a following because I was tweeting some kind of funny shit. And a week before that, I tweeted who has a bet or something, who's sweating out a bet. And I wrote, it was the biggest bet I ever did. I had hit a couple parlays earlier in the week, like small parlays. And I just took $250 and I put it on Mookie Betts to hit a home run and the Dodgers to win. Mookie Betts hadn't hit a home run for a whole month before that. Dodgers in the playoffs, it was big. It was a big thing. They were laughing at me. They were like, why would you do that? Because they saw the 250 and they're like, Mookie Betts hasn't hit a home run in a month. Boom, Mookie Betts hits a home run. So people followed me a little bit because of that. And then I actually tweeted earlier in the day. I was at work, so I was in New York City, so I couldn't bet. I wrote out my thought process behind that bet. I wrote out I set up the bet. I couldn't place it, but I set it up. I screenshotted it. I made a tweet saying, hear me out. This is what's going to happen. Carson Wentz is going to score the first touchdown. The one thing I got wrong, I said the Giants are going to get the ball first and then they're going to punt. That didn't happen. The Eagles got the ball first right away. And I just basically said what I thought was going to happen. At the time, the odds were plus 52,000. By me posting it, I guess some people tailed it. By the time I got home, the odds went down to plus 46,000. And that's when I placed it. And everybody, a lot of people were just still laughing at me this is ridiculous. A first touchdown score is nonsense of a bet. It's like sucker money, Sure enough, first touchdown, Carson Wentz. Giants had good interior D linemen. Eagles at the time were struggling, and they had Boston Scott as their running back. The guy's 5'9". If you get inside that 5-yard line, you got to utilize Wentz, and that's what I thought, and that's what happened. Really lucked out with that, and then the bet looked pretty much blown out of the water because Giants went up by 11. In that parlay, I had Eagles money line. To go up by 11, it actually had Sterling Shepard anytime touchdown. He scored the touchdown, but they were up 11. Bet is pretty much blown up. It's late in the game, late in the third. Then, a few things started happening. Eagles scored. Wasn't Boston Scott, though. I needed him to score a touchdown. Now the Giants get the ball. Evan Ingram drops a wide open pass. Eagles get the ball back. So I'm like, holy shit. This might be happening. They get inside the 5-yard line. Boom, penalty. Pushed them back. I'm like, there goes my rush in. All of a sudden, this freaking miraculous dime Carson Wentz throws to Boston Scott with 40 seconds left. Now I'm flipping out of my house. I'm like, this is not real. This is impossible. They were down. All they needed to do was just close out the game. And they did. That was the most insane betting moment I'll probably ever have.
That's unreal. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely insane, but it just goes to show that wasn't an easy bet. A lot of people were like, my God, this guy's a genius, this and that, but look how that game went. It could have easily, one fumble, one anything, that bet is blown up. You need a lot of luck in gambling. And so, I try not to mislead people. I'm like, hey, just because I get, some parlays right, there's still a lot of luck involved. And if you watch a game, there's a lot that has to go in your favor.
It's always easy after the fact to look at a bet that won and be like, oh, dude, why didn't I think of that? Or oh, that makes sense. Of course it looks good after the fact, but beforehand, for you to be able to say, like you said with Wentz and be able to almost think that through and be like, I'm going to go for that, because I think I've done a handful of first touchdown score bets in my life. I don't think I've hit one. I just, and to then throw that in a parlay, it's just unreal. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely wild. And then after that, that's when I really started to get a following. So there was no more $100 bets. Well, I actually did that weekend. I did one last big bet I wanted to do. I did $250 for a 3-teamer. I forgot the 3 teams, but it hit and it cashed. It was I think $1,100 because it was favorites. And I took that money and I said, all right, that's it. Then I started doing $5, $10 bets because I had such a following of college kids. Recently, someone in medical school was like, this is helping me get some money in medical school. I'm struggling right now. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't be gambling. But it's just now my following's different. So I do $5, $10 bets and like high reward, low risk. And every once in a while it hits. But as long as you're long-term, the profit is there, you got to live with it. You can't expect to get rich off this. You can, but
when you win big, how often do people ask you on Twitter, like, hey man, do you ever pay for this, pay for that?
Oh yeah, that was a big thing for a while. It was tough because like you have to ignore them because I don't know if it must be a thing because I had a few friends hit big parlays and they said the same thing. People write these big like stories about their life and like what they're going through and please send me money. And you gotta think at least half of them are just random stories that they'd probably target random people that win money. You know what I mean? It's like if one of my friends came up to me, and asked me for money, sure, I'll help them out. But I don't know these people. I don't know if they're scamming, and I'm not gonna get scammed.
I mean, they're flies. That's all they are. They really are. They smell the money, they buzz around you, flick them or tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, that's it. What about you? You're loaded, I heard. I heard your t-shirts are selling off the shelves.
Yeah, man, they're selling like Denny's hotcakes like once every 3 hours. They're good quality, but hey, Denny's is a pretty good place. No one goes there, unfortunately.
We got to find the hidden gems.
He really wasn't that wealthy until he started working at DoorDash, and now
bro,
you can't even like get him. You can't even hang out with him anymore. He just won't. He's like, nah, dude, I'm grinding, and he's got a new car, and it's ridiculous. I mean, he's got a Tesla ordered, I think, and
this guy's swimming in cash, and pretty soon he'll be swimming in ass.
Yeah, that one's still TBD.
Yeah, that second part, that's
we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna get you laid this summer.
Oh, funny you said that. That's gonna come at the very end of the show.
Here's an idea. Jerry can continue his betting hot streak and eventually like be one of those guys that gets like flown out to Vegas or something for like a FanDuel or DraftKings event or however that works. And then he could take you with him and then maybe just drop you off at the Bunny Ranch with a few hundred and you can just go have fun.
If I hit another 46,000, I'll make a deal with you. If I hit another $46,000 parlay this summer, I will fly you to Vegas and pay for a hooker for you for 2 nights. They have to stay with you for 2 nights.
You heard it here first.
Oh, they have to stay.
They have to stay with you for 2 nights. I'll pay for them for 2 nights.
That's what we look. If you're making them stay with me, they're gonna pay them a lot. They'll be like, look, this guy, I'm gonna need like. You said 100. No, I'm gonna need 1,000.
Well, I'll tell them it's me, and then you'll get there. Like we kind of look alike. You just need to grow a little bit of a beard.
Yeah, I just shaved mine not too much, unfortunately.
Then there's gonna be like live feed footage of a hooker jumping off a 32nd story building downtown Vegas. Holy shit! This lady's gonna jump.
Oh my god! What did I do?
Did you hear a splat? Our girl got bent.
Drop a t-shirt down on her. Cover her corpse up.
Hey, publicity, good publicity, whatever sells, man.
Hey, that's a great. You heard it here first. If Paranormal wins another $40,000 bet this summer, we're going to Vegas. A hell of a vlog right there.
Oh,
my friend won a parlay, and now I'm getting laid. Ooh, that's a bar right there.
That would be incredible.
By any means, man.
It's the motto of the fucking decade right there.
It finally feels good to have like actually like good betting advice on here. I'm so used to hearing Austin's better than Vegas money Mantis picks, It's just good to have a real winner on here.
Well, he did have that bet, what was it, the Indianapolis 500 that he put in 2 minutes before it started.
Oh, you see that, yeah.
Yeah. He's actually pretty good. I'm just giving him a hard time. He does really.
Do you believe in professional bettors, or is everyone just average and get lucky?
I'm not a professional. Like I have a full-time job, so that's why I'm big on not charging people or anything like that, because I would be scamming if I charge people, because I don't have enough time to be putting in the crazy research. I just have a knowledge of the game. I only bet on what I know, like baseball and basketball, basketball, football. I dabble in a little bit of hockey, but there's people that literally will wake up and do nothing but research and research and research. And those people, this is their careers. So those people, they'll have good leans on everything, all sports, horses, overseas, Korean baseball. These are the guys that deserve money. But at the same time, there's just so many scammers out there with people that they hit a big parlay and all of a sudden, boom, they're charging $150 a month for their picks. And it's a big problem right now because people fall for it because they see it. Like a lot of people ask me, I probably get a message once every 2-3 days. How much is your Discord, or how much is your picks? Like, and I can imagine someone else that's hitting parlays that they're just like, yeah, just give me $20 or give me $30, just taking money from people. So that's a big problem right now.
Absolutely. I never believed in paying for a pick. Because one, you pretty much double your loss right there.
Yeah.
And two, I think gambling, it should be everyone is against Vegas. It's not like Vegas versus you versus another like state or group of friends.
Exactly.
It's not a triple threat WWE match. It should be a one-on-one like Monday Night Raw. Really.
I mean, it's that's what I'm right now. I'm kind of building. That's what my whole goal was, to get as many people as possible in one community and just talk about things, because everybody can have a different lean. Like you'll have a diehard Thunder fan in the Discord, like, you know what I mean? Like, or a diehard Portland fan, like a team that you don't watch as close and not your favorite team. These people watch it every night. They'll tell you everything. They'll tell you this guy had a good game off the bench. He might start this game, like stuff like that. When everybody's together, and the knowledge is out there, you don't need to pay for anything.
Millions of opinions going out every day on that game. Why you need to go, hey man, what do you think? I'm gonna pay $20.
It takes the fun out of it too. Like you want to like look at your own research, and it's more rewarding instead of saying, oh, this guy did that, I'm gonna just do whatever he does. No, just like, a group effort, figure out the game, what's more fun to watch, and just it's more rewarding.
I've always found that the more research I do, the worse I do. It's almost like paralysis by analysis type thing. Like the more I look into it, the more I second guess myself, the more I think through it.
50 and 50. I mean, the research, you need to do the research because it does help. But at the same time, there's been times where I look at a guy and his odds are crazy. I'll dig into it a little bit and I'll actually I'll shy away from it, looking at the research or the trends, and then all of a sudden the guy I was just staring at for the last half hour puts up 5 threes, off the bench or something like that, something crazy, and then I'm like, shit. But a lot of that happens, but that's gambling. Gambling, you expect the unexpected sometimes, and if it was easy, people would be rich. I think the best gambler on record has like a 57% win percentage. It's like over long term, over whatever span it was, and that just goes to show you that's the best.
I think the big question everyone wants to know is, when you won that 46 grand, what did you splurge on it? What'd you do?
It went to bills. I had some credit card bills. I had just bought a house. Paid for some landscaping I needed to get done, and I have 2 little girls, so they got all the toys they wanted, and I reserved an Xbox.
Oh,
So
there
I
you
bought
go.
an Xbox, and that was my splurge. And then I saved it pretty much, and
Very
I got
smart.
2 kids, so the bills just rack up.
You didn't go like David Buster's or anything?
No, they're too young for that, and I'll probably look like a pedophile if I go by myself.
Hey, shout out to Jason Dusty. What a guy. Hey,
Well,
go first.
Tremendous.
You know where you can always fit in? Hooters.
Oh,
Why? Because I got big tits?
They're hiding behind the Mets logo, but
My tits have gotten a lot bigger since I won money.
so
Definitely.
that's the key. So when you win a big bet, you get bigger breasts.
That's
Big bets were big breasts.
that's a new model. You know what? We might start a company out of this.
hey, Mantis, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, I'm still a virgin.
Sorry, man, can't help you there. But have you ever tried to run an event or have something going on where you're trying to sell some tickets for it and you've been absolutely hammered by high fees?
Yeah, actually happened last Saturday.
I got a guy who can help you out.
What's his name?
His name's Kyle Martinez. He runs Black Canyon Tickets out of Colorado. But the best part is, even though we're in Indiana, he works all over the United States. If you get a hold of him, he'll be able to help you out with all your ticket solution needs.
All 50 states, the whole country?
Exactly, man. All 50. I'm surprised you actually knew the amount. But yeah, the best part is, you reach out to him. He's got an Instagram handle, Black Canyon Tickets. You go to www.blackcanyontickets.com. Tell him the Bent Boys sent you. Even if it's not you or I, any of our listeners, tell him the Bent Boys sent you his way, and he'll get you hooked up.
That's incredible. So if I call them at 970-765-8188, Kyle or somebody else will hook me up with some nice tickets.
That's exactly right. Kyle's the man. So you give him a shout. He'll help you avoid the high ticket fees that the guys like StubHub and Ticketmaster hit you with, and he'll make sure you have a good event and a lot of fun.
Well, that's all I can ask for. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to bring a date to a festival this summer. I'll probably go alone, but now go alone knowing I got a great deal from Kyle at Black Canyon Tickets. One of our segments is Welcome Back of the Week and R.I.P. of the Week. So our topics pretty much is like what is something, usually figuratively or literally, that came back that people enjoy, and then your R.I.P. is usually figuratively speaking, but today's term is actually real because John McAfee, the guy who made the antivirus McAfee thing, he actually died like 3 hours ago. So that's your R.I.P. of the week for me. Shit's crazy. He was it was probably committed suicide in some Cuban prison cell. But if we go back 2 years ago, he tweeted about how I'm about to get a hit on me. Here's a tattoo to prove that I'm about to get killed, that they're going to try and make it look like I could commit suicide. Wild shit. But that's your literally the RIP of the week. Figuratively, Ben Simmons, he's gone. He's done forever.
R.I.P. to Cade Cunningham.
Oh, yeah.
He's a hell of a ball player, and now he gets to head to the great city of Detroit. So would have liked to see him gone somewhere else where he could have maybe, eventually had a solid career, maybe won a championship, but not meant for all of us. So
it was a good run. He had a great life, but at 23, 22, it's over. So let's take a bow for a second. It's the RIP to our fallen soldiers. And we're back. Now it's better. Welcome back to the week. Concerts. All the artists are going on tour at end of fall, early next year. They're back on Ticketmaster and all that. With that being said, Jerry, you know Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
So he's going back on tour. I believe September 8th, first show in Orlando. He's my boyfriend, so I know all this. And he's coming back to Indy November 19th. And if you listen to his podcast right now, we are doing a Jack Harlow ticket giveaway for the Indy show. If you go on Twitter and you it's going to say that you subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel, you get one entry. If you get a Bent t-shirt, this little bad boy right here, boom, Bent's $20, get another entry. And if you listen to this podcast right now, just tweet at me, Instagram me, whatever. Just say Bent in all caps. You get another entry. That's a podcast exclusive entry right there. So you get up to 3 entries. So all you gotta do is what I said: subscribe to our YouTube and podcast. Send me the receipt, screenshot it. Bent shirt, just say Bent to me in person, out person, whatever. Get another entry.
how much for any girl that sends you a nude? How many entries for a girl that sends you a
First
nude?
girl send me a nude, you get a ticket. That's already done. Let me make that clear. First girl send, or guy, fuck it, ass to ass. First one send me a nude, free tickets.
Jerry,
Perfect girl.
free tickets.
I mean, I don't know. It's no.
Jerry's like, I'll just win another parlay.
No, parlay, yeah.
I don't.
you got- hey.
It's very safe. That's why he's doing it, because he knows nobody's gonna send him a nude.
Oh yeah, hey, what do you say? What's your Twitter bio? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Michael Scott,
Might as well keep shooting your shot, right?
hurt near.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: Jack Harlow performing in Las Vegas all summer too. So we went to parlay. We go to Las Vegas. We go to Jack Harlow's show. We get laid. I mean, what a night!
weekend.
Yeah, what a 48 hours.
If that's not the best weekend of your life.
My welcome back of the week is welcome back to the face mask. Devin Booker coming back with the
Oh.
mask. Game 3. Did you see his nose?
Yeah, I got bent.
Yeah, it really did. Any word on Kawhi?
I think he plans on opting out. I don't think we're going to see Kawhi in LA for next season.
Oh,
they,
really?
they were celebrating, because you looked at his body language, and they were celebrating after they won. He's sitting in the corner of the locker room, with just his regular, resting bitch face. And he just looked so uninterested in that team. And they don't say how severe the injury is. It could be really severe, but a lot of guys, they're getting a cortisone shot and they're fucking going back in there.
Yeah.
Marcus Morris is dealing with an injury. Look what Joel Embiid did. Guy was balling out. So we don't know how severe it is, but I think he's done in LA.
Any predictions on where he goes?
I think Miami, honestly. I really think so. I think that's a team that can lure them in. Look at what they've done in the last 20 years. Constantly winning with different rosters too. It's not like they had this one great core and just kept winning. They won with different rosters, and last year in the finals with a whole different roster again. This wasn't the D Wade era. This is a whole new team. They find ways to win, and he really wants to win for his legacy. That's his big thing. So I think they can build a team around him. I made a bold prediction that kind of got a lot of hate on Twitter. Not hate, but people were talking shit. I said Ben Simmons and bring Jimmy Butler back to Philly. A swap. You got Ben Simmons. You might be able to rehabilitate him, get him a little more active on the offensive side. If you get him to get some confidence going, you're already getting a great defender. You move him to the 4, get him away from point guard, and then you sign Kawhi Leonard, some crazy shit like that can really change the dynamic of a team. You already got Bam. You put Bam, Kawhi, and Ben Simmons.
Simmons came to my Miami. I'm a Miami Heat fan. If Ben Simmons came to the Heat, I wouldn't be a fan.
No,
I'll say that.
you would have to give him a shot at power forward.
No.
Just give him a shot.
Look, this is my theory. As a demented, deformed, mangled man, if I can hit 57 free throws in a row, why can't Simmons hit more than 57% a game or a season?
You hit 57 free throws in a row.
Yeah.
Do you have proof of this?
It's on Twitter, TikTok, everywhere.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it took me about a few months, but yeah, it's like if a St. Jude's Riley Hospital patient can do this, why? I say that because I was working out in Speedway and I was wearing a USA basketball Nike shirt, and I had no idea the USA women's team was coming into practice. So they came in and they all like looked at me like I was like a St. Jude's patient. They were kind of like whispering and looking at me like I was doing a speech after practice on a wheelchair and a hat. So like out all the days I wore a shirt in 2 years, put it on, they walked in and I'm like, oh fuck.
You were a Make-A-Wish kid?
Yeah. Wait, what?
You were a Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought you were asking me if I actually was.
No.
Oh, because like, technically, yeah, I guess, but like everyone thinks so. So it's like, fuck it.
What if we tweet a porn star and we send like a video of you and you shave your beard off, make you look younger, and we say, this is a Make-A-Wish kid and he just wants to, one night with you.
Oh, I do have Lisa Ann's number on speed dial, so maybe we should do a video with that.
That'll be some good content.
Yeah, we've already did a fake porno for bars, so I'm sure we can do another one.
I can't wait until the day that we get her on this show because
Yeah, I said we're gonna save Lisa on until when I lose my virginity. So we're gonna bring her on. We're gonna wait. We gotta earn it.
he keeps saying that, and that means we're never gonna have her on. So if we wait for that, shit, I'll be dead. I'll be long gone.
I might
I'll
start.
probably be reincarnated in another form by then.
The
You might
truth
have
hurts
started
sometimes.
GoFundMe.
What's your welcome back to the week?
DeAndre Ayton, guy is. He lit it up. He's looking phenomenal right now. This guy has a chance to be the best player in the series if he keeps going.
I said last week that DeAndre Ayton was the best center in the playoffs, and there was like, oh, Joel Embiid is no, it's DeAndre Ayton. That dude is so aggressive. He's so consistent.
His offense, it looks like that first half he had in game 2 was just incredible. If he can do that for 4 quarters, the Clippers don't have bigs to match him.
No,
So
be out.
The Valley Oop.
The alley-oop, oh my God, what
The
a
Valley,
play.
the Valley.
The Valley Oop. That's what they're calling it. The Valley Oop.
I mean, that's got to be he was never gone for the welcome back, but
No,
this guy's really coming into his potential. What I thought he could be in this league.
I guess next week R.I.P could be playoff P. Oh, I didn't know. I just want him back as playoff P. He's kind of back at it.
Yeah, he's been playing good. I feel so bad for him right now. Like that.
I don't. He's a douchebag. Everyone
He is the biggest. Yeah.
Well, I forgot you're fucking Indiana guy. He's got to be the most hated person in that state.
I'm a Bulls fan and I hate him. Dude, fuck that guy. The way he left.
Yeah, he's pretty much he's hated in the whole state. Who has a better chance to get beat up? Him walking through Indiana or Ben Simmons walking through Philly right now?
I feel like Philly, just because I feel like Philly fans are probably more ruthless.
They're probably more aggressive.
Mating with Mantis. Now, Jerry, we're 32 episodes in. We asked every guest the same question. You already know my lifestyle in 5 minutes. I just can't get laid. I can't get a girl. I don't want a girlfriend yet. I just can't get past first base. You're always hitting home runs on parlays. I've had some singles, but when it comes to sex, I'm not there. So what's your advice for me you have 2 kids. How do I get to kind of that level?
I didn't have sex for my kids. We're very religious, so I think we went to church a lot, and the pastor brought me to the side and said, there's a beautiful thing coming your way. God has given you children. And one by one, my kids just keep coming out. And I think we're going to be expecting another one soon. It's a miracle. It's God's work, and I don't question it.
Well, that's bad. I'm an atheist. So, all right. Well,
God
we've
loves
heard
you.
it. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. So thank you for the advice right there. This one day. It's always one day.
Maybe.
Probably not. So thank you for that.
We're just waiting for a lady to float down in a basket for him and land on his doorstep like the Grinch did.
I looked up the Grinch when I was a baby. Oh my God.
Fuck me, Austin.
Have you ever tried a blow-up doll?
No,
Oh my
so, I'm a big fan of his show, Dave, and I kind of want you to fuck me silly 3000. I was kind of inspired by that episode. So I live with my mom, so it'd be very hard to find it. And my mom, good girl and all, but she always goes through my fucking stuff and cleans everything. It's so annoying. If she finds that, it's a wrap.
I mean, you blow it up when you need it. You sleep with it. You put it away. You hide it in a real, private spot. Just don't keep it blown up all the time. That's what I do.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Just keep it in the back of the BBC.
Yes.
Well, interesting question. Yeah, I have a BBC. I got a big black car, '05 Chevy. Let me ask you this: how does a body of air feel like warm pussy? Oh, I'm loud here in the library. I would like a yeah. Is it like is a flashlight actual like a flashlight, or is it all like air? I'm so confused on that.
Well, it feels like you're having sex with a raft.
Okay.
So you really got to do some extra lube, but it's what you're looking at. You're looking at this female that's blown up life size, so you get really aroused and you look past the raft feeling and the smell of rubber.
This is like
Have you used one?
Oh, I that's weird.
Not you. I know
Me?
you haven't.
I
Yeah,
did
you
one for 2 years.
I think it's very.
Really? That's a yes.
If girls talk about giving blowjobs and all that shit every day, why can't guys say like ways to get off too? Girls use vibrators. It's human. It is.
They have the fucking fleshlights now that you could get an actual replica of your favorite porn star's vagina.
Oh, I know. Oh yeah.
He's on his third.
Oh, there we
said,
go.
Yeah, on my third, bro. He's like, yeah, do you just hear about this?
I know what I'm getting on the
Easy
birthday.
there, rookie.
Hey, hear about this Peyton Manning guy? I've known about him. Before we get into our last question, gotta do a quick shout out to Better Than Vegas. Better Than Vegas is a gambling sports company where we have people give out their picks every day on a website. I think, Jerry, man, you can do it for free. Sign up, build even more of a following than you have now. You can submit your videos. We do weekly giveaways, $250, $500. We got it all. Follow us on Twitter. If we do nightly parlays, if they hit and you retweet and like us, you get a chance to win that money. So it's $10 parlay to maybe 300, 400, boom, win money like that. Better Than Vegas. Our last question. Jerry, you've been great tonight. We appreciate having you on. But this is the hardest question.
Shipping and handling not included.
Shipping and handling. Need that. Last question. What does bent mean to you?
It means something special. Like it's different. It's bent is just it's a national treasure. That's what bent means to me. It's a national treasure.
A national treasure. I've never been told that besides my mom. That's very nice.
I'm just about to start calling you Natty T.
I'm a national treasure, baby. I'm gonna start telling girls that.
You gotta be smooth. You have to have confidence. Go up to a girl, say, "Do you know who I am?" And if they're like, "I don't know, who the hell are you?" Be like, "I'm a national treasure." And just say it smoothly like that, and they'll be making out with you within 5 minutes.
All right, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this on TikTok, this part on TikTok. Then I'm gonna go out and do that, mash it up, and we're gonna see if this goes viral.
I think it will.
I think it will. I think I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna get either hit by a drink, hit by a glass, or kicked out.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And that's why we should follow you on Twitter, paranormal_bass. Face.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did it again.
You did it again.
Oh,
I am not a fish.
gosh. I tell you what, he's in a fucking library too.
Well, don't feel bad. The FanDuel commercial it says bass. And I'm like, you should have spoke to me first.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was one of my questions too. How did you feel about being a commercial, and did they give you anything for that?
Yeah, they hope we had agreed on it way back in early November, I think. We started planning it. They took care of me. I filled out a bunch of forms, but they never asked me how to pronounce my Twitter name, and they blew it. And it's been airing still to this day, and now everybody thinks I'm a fish.
I mean, I fell for it, so. But I'm also demented, so there's a difference.
That's not saying much.
Yeah.
So follow paranormal_base on Twitter. Also follow at the Mr. Marcus. Those are two very good personality gambling guys to follow. Very highly recommend it. We appreciate you having you on, man. Is there anything else you want to say?
National treasure. That's it.
God, I feel more artistic. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. That's episode 32. That boy bent.
Hey, is that boy bent?